My daughter Emma has always been the softest, most gentle kid in the world. She loves drawing animals and collecting tiny erasers shaped like cupcakes. She's the type of child teachers adore. Or at least, that's what I thought. Everything changed the year she entered 3rd grade. Her new teacher, Miss Haley, was young, charming, overly friendly, and unbelievably charismatic. Every mom in the school kept talking about how sweet and dedicated she was. But from the first parent orientation, something felt off. I watched her across the classroom, long blonde curls, bright red lipstick, and a smile way too wide. But the problem wasn't her appearance. It was the way she spoke to my husband, Daniel. She kept touching his arm when talking, leaning forward, laughing too loudly at his jokes, even jokes that weren't funny. I brushed it off. Teachers meet hundreds of parents. Maybe she was just trying to be friendly. But 2 weeks later, the first incident report came home. Emma refused to follow instructions today. Emma talked back to her teacher. Emma displayed signs of defiance. I stared at the paper for a full minute because nothing felt right. My daughter? Defiant? She cried if she accidentally stepped on a ladybug. When I asked Emma what happened, she said, "Mommy, I didn't do anything. Miss Haley just doesn't like me. I tried scheduling a meeting. Miss Haley said she was too busy. But she somehow managed to meet with Daniel the next day. Alone. She told him that Emma needed a stronger parental figure. That she was emotionally sensitive and could be manipulated by her mother. Yes, she said that about me. She also complained that I was too emotional and that it affected Emma. Daniel tried defending me, but he admitted later that Haley seemed really concerned. That was her talent. She made lies sound like compassion. But then things escalated. One afternoon, I received an email titled, "Urgent, Behavioral Evidence." Attached was a video clip. Emma sitting in her seat, drawing quietly. Then Miss Haley walked up, said something softly, and Emma suddenly looked frightened. The clip cut to Emma in the hallway, crying. Miss Haley wrote that Emma threw a tantrum. But the clip felt edited. The timestamp jumped. The angles changed. Something was wrong. So I went to pick Emma up early the next day. That's when I saw something that made my blood freeze. Through the classroom window, I saw Miss Haley kneel beside Emma's desk. Not in a caring way. She leaned in, inches from her face, whispering something angrily. Emma's shoulders were hunched, her little hands trembling. I flung the door open. "Is there a problem?" I said sharply. Miss Haley didn't even flinch. "Oh, Mrs. Carter, we were just having a little chat. Emma can be difficult." Emma ran into my arms. But the worst part? The way Miss Haley looked at Daniel when he arrived later. Her entire demeanor changed. Smiling, laughing, standing too close, complimenting him on his strong parenting. I felt sick. She wasn't targeting Emma because she disliked her. She was targeting her because she wanted Daniel. The fake reports. The edited videos. The private meetings with him. The sudden concerns about me. She was trying to wedge herself into our marriage. And she was using my daughter to do it. One evening, Emma came home devastated. Miss Haley had told her, "Your father told me he's worried your mom doesn't know how to raise you. Don't worry, sweetie. I'll help." Daniel never said anything like that. But Haley wanted Emma to resent me. She wanted to become the trusted adult. A replacement. I saw red. The next day I walked straight to the principal. I demanded to see all footage from the week. She hesitated, insisting their system didn't store everything. But that was a lie. I knew because I volunteered for the school board last year. I threatened to file a complaint with the district. Suddenly she found the footage. And it was worse than I imagined. Clips showed Haley whispering harshly into Emma's ear. Taking her recess away for no reason. Grabbing her arm too tightly. Rolling her eyes when Emma cried. Invalidating her anxiety. Manipulating her into thinking she was bad. But the worst clip? Haley deleting files from her classroom tablet. Labeled with Emma's name. I saved every second. I didn't call Daniel. I didn't confront Haley. I went bigger. At the next school board meeting, filled with teachers, parents, and administrators, I requested to speak. I plugged my laptop into the projector. And I played everything. Silence. But murmurs spreading like wildfire. Miss Haley went pale. The principal tried shutting me down, but several parents yelled, "Let her talk." I showed every piece of evidence. The manipulation, the harassment, the staged reports, the faked video, the lies about me, the inappropriate behavior with Daniel, and the way she used my daughter to insert herself into our family. By the time I finished, 3 board members were already filing misconduct paperwork. Haley was suspended before she walked out of the room. 2 weeks later, fired. And the principal who covered for her? Reassigned out of district. Emma's new teacher sent her home with a note. Your daughter is kind, cooperative, and a joy to teach. Daniel apologized for being manipulated. He admitted Haley flirted with him relentlessly. He thought he was overthinking it. Now he understood everything. Our marriage survived because we faced the truth together. Emma is finally thriving. And Miss Haley? She'll never teach again. If you want more real, emotional stories about lies, cheating, manipulation, and revenge, make sure to subscribe. Drop a comment saying more stories like this. If you want the next episode, your support helps me bring more powerful and dramatic stories every day.